Now that we've finished the major section in our course, the section on the theory of knowledge or epistemology, it's probably worthwhile to take a few sessions to review the information we've gone over, because I think sometimes we can lose some of the lessons, some of the things that we have learned about knowledge in the back and forth between considering the arguments, considering the objections to the arguments, or as when we were going through Descartes, we heard what Descartes' arguments were, then we went through the replies to his argument, the responses to his argument, the objections, and his replies to them, and we sometimes get lost of the lessons, what we're learning about epistemology in the process. So I think it's probably a good time for us to review the material just to make sure that we get a good overview of what it is that we've accomplished. If you're just wondering, this series of videos would probably be divided into two sets, because I think one of them is going to by itself or half of it by itself is going to take about an hour to get through, between going through the videos and doing the associated exercises. But I just wanted to quickly give you the agenda, what it is that we've accomplished and what we've gone through, so you can get an idea of what we're going to be going over in this segment. If I can get the thing running. Okay, we're going to talk about what the theory of knowledge is, its place in philosophy. We'll review the analysis of knowledge, what it means to know something. Then we're going to highlight what exactly is the problem of knowledge and skepticism, especially with regard to the role it plays in early modern philosophy. We'll then take a look at, review Descartes' methodological skepticism. Remember, he's not a skeptic, but he uses skeptical considerations to get to the point that he wants to with regard to what he knows. We'll go over Descartes' reasons for doubt in the first meditation. We'll go over at a high level the objection and replies, so we can kind of put everything in perspective and keep our eye on the ball and not get lost in the back and forth, because sometimes you might have felt like you were sitting in the middle of a ping pong, or in the middle of a ping pong table where some world-class ping pong players were playing, and you're just, your eyes are going back and forth and you can't focus on anything after a while. But we'll go through that. We'll put it all in perspective. Then we will review what we found out, or where Descartes got to in his second meditation, his immunity from doubt, what he was certain about. After that, we will review Locke's empiricism, because after all, many of you thought Locke's empiricism was the right view to begin with, and then we saw there was some inherent difficulties with Locke's view. And then we'll take a look at Berkeley's response and see if Berkeley is any better. And finally, we will go through and review Hume's skepticism about induction, Hume's skeptical argument, and we'll look at what some of the solutions were from Kant and Reid.